Hey Adam, how are you? Good to have you with us this afternoon. So, yeah, I'm sure all of you are currently probably wondering to yourself, what the heck is this tall, thin thing that's shooting up into the sky? And to be honest, I'm really not sure what it is either. It's supposed to be some sort of tower, but I really have no idea what purpose it serves. I'm imagining it might be some sort of special dungeon that we'll get to take on in a future patch. But as it stands right now, this thing is just shooting up into the sky, and we're standing at a distance, waiting to find out what we're going to have to do with it, if anything else. But we have now made our way into brand new territory, and so now we have to continue to deal with the problems that exist here. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Overall Autism, for the afternoon of Day 2 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Live. We're back here with our Warrior of Light, Corinne Loren, who will be taking us to our next area that is here in the Ruby Sea. Now, last time we made our way into Eastern Territory by visiting the island of, crap, now it's slipping my mind. Hingashi! It's Hingashi. The island of Hingashi, and its main city of Kugane. And turns out we had some unexpected allies here in some traders from Ul'dah who offered to help us out. But they weren't the only ones who helped us out. We also got assistance from a turtle man as well, known as a Kojin, who has helped us to get this far, but we still need to get into Doman territory, so that is going to be some of what we're going to be doing today, but also on top of that, we are also going to be taking on the various side quests that are available in Kugane, and we'll be getting those cleared off. So there is an aetheryte out here that we can get access to, but in order to have a better shot at getting it and also accomplishing something, we need to take on some of the main story before we can do that. So we have our Kojin friend Soroban here, and he's going to give us our next main story quest. So, let's go ahead and speak with him for the level 62 challenge entitled To Bend with the Wind. Soroban is in high spirits.
I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. Ah, that reminds me. Corinne, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades.
And yeah, you may also notice we had, as well, Gosetsu reunited with us. Yeah, we found him, but we did not find Lady Ugiri. She's still missing. So we have to go ahead and speak with this member of the Confederacy, this band of pirates that runs the seas around here.
Oh, you're one of the Argent from the beach. Leaving us already?
No need to pay the tithe, like Tansui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you at a fair price. Well, I'm good with what I've got right now, so thanks. But I will be coming back later to take your side quests. Let's go ahead and go down the island. Go down the mountainside. And get back to the ship. Let's go ahead and let Soroban know we're ready to go. Geez, I ought to say, why is it everyone else wants to get some time with me, but the person who has the quest line never does?
You have spoken with the Confederates up above then. Excellent. If you're ready to depart, we may do so at any time.
All aboard.
Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isori.
Wait, Tansui said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isai chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away.
Very well, I know just the place.
Alright, lead on then. So, back out onto the sea. Yeah, I guess Alice is really one who wants to take the lead, doesn't she? So, as we approach the area that they talked about... Yeah, so here we are, here's where we docked, and there's the Sari up there. So let's speak with Storban.
Here we are. I'm reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have! You have my deepest thanks, Storban! Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant! Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best in hope that we shall meet again.
And so, he bids us farewell. So we finally arrived in Orthard. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma? Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Girabanya, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Dorman Liberation Front will even the odds up a bit. But before that, we need to see if this is the fishing village Tansui was talking about.
It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. Uh-oh.
Yeah, ceruleum means the engines used in Garlean vehicles. So, over Anisari. Yeah, the locals have been brought out by the Guardian soldiers that reside here.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
So why is this happening?
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
For what?
Over there, someone's coming.
The person in the back you may be familiar with. But this is a new face, who's got the extra long pipe in her hand.
Sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
Well, we know who we're dealing with now.
Herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Yeah, it is. The big lug. Who can't catch a break. So now he's stuck bodyguarding her.
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very Doma. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom.
Yeah, she's not afraid to taunt them.
I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should.
And that brings us to this.
A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say?
I guess not.
Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well, that was quick.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
And now he has to be given a test of loyalty.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
He's like, you wouldn't do that, would you?
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
He said he wouldn't disobey. And that's exactly what he did.
Oh, very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. And we can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
You said you wouldn't disobey, right? Yeah, we are not amused. Which is why he... Yeah. Upon raising her arm, his gun against Otsuyu, dies himself. Have we had enough? What do we say? We'll show them no mercy, or we can't not now. Well, there aren't that many of them, right?
Stop and think for a moment. If you go charging in now, every one of those villagers is as good as dead.
There aren't that many.
We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
So frustrating when you're forced to just watch.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
Yeah.
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
Well, of course, given what you've had to live
You
through.
can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
Hopefully we won't even need that.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
And so off marches Gosetsu, right into the hands of the Garlean Empire.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
And so she prepares to pull the
Enough,
trigger.
Yotsuyu!
Yeah. Their savior is Gosetsu, thankfully.
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
You can't turn that down, can
Bring
you?
him to the tavern.
Yeah, she likes her pipe long, doesn't she? Yeah, that's the stuff we're stuck dealing with. I'll say, I hate it as much as you, maybe even more, but every fibre of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. That means running out into the sea. Let's go ahead and change back over. But yeah, ultimately our destination is that way. So yeah, great way to start the afternoon, huh? So yeah, going with Corinne to take her as far as we can out into the sea. So we have to obviously have to get to the opposite shore. I can't pan the camera up further behind Corinne, unfortunately. Because yeah, it won't go beneath the water. Now we can start turning inward. I'll say it's going to be right around there somewhere. There we go. Let's go ahead and speak with Alcé. We have seemed to have evaded their patrols so far. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh God, listen to me. I'm starting to sound like half a nerd. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as doubtless you are already aware. Over there, do you see it? It doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this did a good shot. I can see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Uh-oh. Yeah. Calm down! We had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run, Lise. We save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Corinne. Yeah, I was willing to offer. In fact, I kind of have to. Alright, let me go and get a Geisel Green out. Let's go ahead and take these things on. But weren't there 4 of you? Yeah, like, there's supposed to be 4 of you. And now it's your turn. Yeah, these Yuki look like giant horned walruses. And they certainly have quite the vicious attacks, don't they? And in case you're wondering there, Adam, my family has been playing these games since I was really young. So they've always been a part of me. And it's just something that our family has played a lot of over the years. Alright, Lise, what's going on? Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fun ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I still don't think it's safe to assume that the people of the tower know how to defend themselves. You have to, showing an honor with these things. Now all we need to do is convince someone, or convince them to help us. And that will ultimately bring us to our intended destination. So we gotta continue to follow the water. And that will get us to where we need to be. So this little place is our next destination as dawn approaches. Oh, there's a settlement here! And they've even got their own aetherite! Wait a minute, I've seen that stand before. It was when we met Tonsui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. Yeah, that's right. Let's go ahead and take some of these boots. And we'll go ahead and attune to the aetherite in a moment. But first, let's go ahead and speak with Alice for the level 62 challenge entitled Confederate Consternation. Alice seems bemused to find herself standing outside a Confederate settlement. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even the headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosatsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor, the self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Yeah, kind of hypocritical, isn't it? Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. Oh, wait a minute, what? Did that really just happen with you two? Yeah, I guess they haven't fixed everything, have they? Oh, come on, Alice. Alright, while I'm waiting for you to not be a dick, I'm gonna go ahead and attune to the aetherite. Yeah, if you're gonna be that much of a dick about it, then fine, I'll go and attune to the aetherite. Yeah, you don't have to be so uptight about it. But yeah, it is still a problem that they have yet to fix. So yeah, let's go back to these two. And apparently I can't even talk to them. Alright, well you know what? Since we're not being allowed to take this next quest, why don't we just go ahead and start taking on the side ones?